Morning folks, I've got my car back. I'm a very happy man about that. So as you might have seen on last week's vlog, I was getting really excited about the fact that spring was definitely in the air, the sun was out, the tracks were drying up, and I was just very sort of full of the joys of spring. And then at the weekend it drizzled. Now, not rained, I think that's the important distinction to make. It didn't piddle down at the weekend, it just drizzled. But because I'd got all worked up about the idea that it was springtime and everything, all weekend I was like, blooming rain, and just had a bit of a grump. I've just woke up this morning, got the kids sorted and everything, and had a cup of coffee and had a look through my Instagram, seen the stuff from the round one of the PMBA at Gisborne, which is not a million miles south of here. And yeah, do you know what, drizzle wasn't so bad, because that was wet. Also seen some footage and photos from the round one of the SDA at Ayr Forest there, and again, weather could have been worse, I suppose. So to be fair, as much of I had a bit of a face ache about the whole idea, the fact that it was drizzling, it could have been a whole lot worse. A few evenings last week I was helping my father-in-law clear out his garage, and it started off with me spotting a bit of 3 foot by 3 foot ply, and I was like, well, I can probably use the jigsaw and make another GNAR sign out of that. And that went into, well, if there's any other bits of wood you want bent, just crack on, you can take them. So I have filled my boot, back seats down, and got some stuff on the roof. I'm not going to let good wood go to waste. Hiya folks, it's Tuesday, it's about 6:10. I have a feeling that in about 25 minutes or so we're going to lose light here. Why am I up here and starting a vlog at 6:10? Best way to explain it is that this week I've written myself a bit of a list of tasks. There's like 12 tasks on there. A couple of them were email based, so I've done that today, and a couple are to do with trying to get a couple of stuff done in the cabin. So what I've done is I've taken the family down to the pictures, and they've gone to see Beauty and the Beast. I get a free pass out of that and can duck out and come and do some work up here. So rather than filming at home behind a computer, I figured I'd save it until later on today. So what I've actually done is I've got to 10:30 at night, I don't know if you can see that in the background there, and essentially I've just made a massive mess. Now hopefully I'll be putting this mess away much neater than it ever was before, but at 10:30 I'm kind of wishing I hadn't made such a carry on. But hopefully it'll get a job ticked off my job list. Morning, Wednesday morning. So last night I was up at the cabin till past midnight. I basically made a huge mess. I pulled everything out and realised at about 10 o'clock that, oh man, I've just made this huge mess. Put everything away again, neater. I mean, it does mean that I have the stuff that I take with me and carry home all the time. It does mean that I've got easier access to that, and it's a bit easy to do. It's probably about 10% easier. And then with putting everything away again, probably put it back like 10% neater than it was. So overall, the 20% improvement. I don't know if like work until after midnight was really worth a 20% improvement, but hey, there you go. Anyway, I'm on the M6 North right now because I'm going to pull in at the services and get a Greg's traditional pasty for breakfast. I know it might not be a breakfast item, but right now I'm all about the beef, vegetables and pastry. Oh man, they didn't have any vegetable, or what do they call them, traditional pasties baked. But don't worry, my breakfast game is still strong. The feedback I get from you guys, either through PMs or basically what people say to me in person when they visit us and in the cabin and having a brew and what have you, is that generally the vlog of the week style, where I kind of vlog my entire week and just put it out on a Friday, is the preferred way to do things. Now, I work roughly, on average, about 65 hours a week. So to get it down into anything under 25 minutes, you know, I'm usually pretty happy with that. It's a lot of hours to document, but at the same time, I'm starting to feel that they're a bit long. I don't know whether it's just because I go back and edit through my own week that I already know what's happened, or they just feel a bit long. So I'm going to play with the format a little bit. Well, on top of that as well, actually, on a Friday night, I've got my daughter to take to football practice and stuff. It's kind of hard to edit a full sort of 25-minute video when you've got on a Friday night and upload it when you've got a lot of other things going on. But what I'm going to do is play around with the format. You might notice by the time bar at the bottom of this that it's a bit shorter than usual, hopefully, if things turn out as planned. Yeah, kind of play around with the format a little bit, see if I can shrink it down and make it small, and go from there. Well, it's a bright Thursday morning. We've actually got something to look forward to a little bit in the next few days. It says that we've got some sunshine coming in. So as you can see, the weather that's on its way in is pretty spot on. Nice afternoon this Savo. Friday's a good day all day, getting up to kind of highs of 11. Saturday gets up to 13s. Where's Sunday? Sunday's looking good too, 12s, 13s again. So I usually do the track checks on the Fridays, but today I'm going over and doing a bit of titivation to the tracks, because with this warmer, drier weather coming in and a bit of sunshine, I want to take the opportunity to get them sorted out today, and then they can get some sun baking over the next couple of days, and that just makes conditions that bit more prime. Now I'm hoping that they'll still have a bit of the tack, because obviously it's nice to have that little bit of tack in the corners. I don't think it's going to be dry it out absolutely 100% and end up being all dusty, but it would be nice to retain a bit of tack. But yeah, that's what we're going for. End of the day, Thursday. We are starting to lose a little bit of light now, admittedly, but you know, it was important to stay up here until those jobs were done, get the tracks kind of turned over a bit, because we've got this incoming high pressure front. So basically that means like 4 days of nice weather, so it's important where we've had wet bits to get them turned over so that they can start drying out over the next few days and be ready for the weekend. So yeah, a long day, but definitely worth doing it, and we can get back up here tomorrow and enjoy the sunshine again. Friday morning, a glorious Friday morning at that. It's only going to heat up as the day goes on, so really looking forward to today. Because it's such a good day, I'm probably not going to get this. I'm not going to get home at normal time. I think I'm just going to stay here till all the tasks that I want to get done are done. So this vlog probably isn't going to go up at the normal time. Right, well, we're getting to about 4 o'clock now. Stuff's drying up well, and you know, to be honest, it's about time. But just getting everything prepped for this weekend, going over all the tracks and everything. And well, really, I suppose the thing to say is there was like Tuesday, Wednesday, there was huge big puddles inside of here, and you can see how it's all kind of part soaking away, part drying up. But I haven't really touched these berms. You can probably notice that there's still the tyre tracks in them, just because frankly all they needed to do was just either soak a bit and dry up, so didn't need a lot of scraping at, and it's turned out that that's been the ideal trick. I have put a little bit of I don't know what's the best way to describe it, a bit of titivation in the tranny of this kicker here, and I've had a bit of a tidy up on the next kind of corner cut and pop out. But this has been pretty much the theme right across the park for this past couple of days. Just touches here and there. I went right over it yesterday, and then come back to get today to just kind of turn stuff over. But things are going pretty well. I was nearly going to kind of sign off then and crack on with the rest of the day, but I might be here till late at night, so if I've got anything more to add, I will. Right, well, we'll wrap this week up here because we're rapidly losing light, and I'll go over and do some jobs in the cabin. I was going to say something about don't forget on Saturday night that the clocks change, but the crack is they spring forwards, don't they? So really that one's more for me. I've got to make sure that I'm going to still be here and open for 9:30 and not 10:30, getting it all wrong. So if you're coming up this weekend, look forward to having the crack with you, and yeah, here's to a lovely week.